Hello. Now once you've recorded and you've uploaded everything into Excel, then it could easily be used to then transpose this information over to here. So note that if you had all this information, we got the journal entries here, we've got the trial balance, and we've got the general ledger. Now the format will be slightly different, and that would be good to pick up if you can pick up the differences in the look of something like this to something like this that will be in Connect. That will be helpful. Now the data is a little bit different here than the worksheet that I have here. I'm just going to use this as an example. So notice this is going to be a slightly different data than I have here, but I just want to show you how you would enter this from here to here. So if this was the first transaction and the numbers were the same, then we would have cash that we would post out here. That would be the 50,000. Then we've got the computer equipment, and that would be the 23. 23,000. We've got the office equipment of 7.2. And the thing I want to point out is that the S-ray capital is going to be a credit, and we want to make sure that we do not put brackets in here. And also note that we have these empty spaces down here. So even though there's a yellow item, doesn't mean you're actually going to have to put something into every item. If we were going to do the same thing for the GL, if we're going to take a look at the GL, we know that here we posted things to the GL like so. We said that this gets posted over to here. So this 50,000 came from that 50,000. If we were then to just record the activity in the GL over here for cash, general ledger, then we can go down here and we can say, well, there's that 50. Here's the cash account. The date of this one happened to be October 1st. And we'd have to take a look at all those dates here because I didn't put a date column on the GL here. And we're going to have a debit of 50,000. And then you're going to keep on going through the dates. I'm not going to put the dates on all of them. I'm just going to show you that they're going to be a credit of 4.5. And notice it performs a running balance similar to ours. And notice that I'm not going to put brackets here. So I'm not going to put a negative 4.5 here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put 4.5 here. So it's a slightly different calculation than this one. Again, just a different look. Same type of thing happening. And then here we've got the 2.9. And then we've got the 1.7. And then so on and so forth. And then if you're going to go down and do the trial balance, notice that all that stuff should then be in the trial balance. Their trial balance looks like this. Our trial balance looks like this. And once again, the credits on our trial balance are represented by bracketed numbers. And their credits are in the credit column. So just a different look on it. If you can get the two different looks on it, there's some pros and cons for both. It's nice to have the two columns. It's also nice to be able to calculate things in one column, especially later on when we have a longer worksheet. And it's also nice to use the formulae to calculate the debits and credits in this way. So in this way, we'll have the cash will be 36 in this case for this worksheet, and then 16.4, and so on, 2.7, and 2.9, 4.5, 7.2, 2.3. Then we have the draws as a debit of 6,000. That's here, and then we got a credit here of 25.4, 2.54, and then debits for wages 3.100, 1.500, 704, 500, and 1,000. How do we know we're in balance? Because the assets, the debits equal the credits. The assets equal the liabilities plus the owner's equity. How do we know we're in balance over here? Because the debits equal the credits, meaning the debits minus the credits equals 0. And that is that.